Good evening. I posted up a video earlier today, and it was from a person that is using OnlyFans, a woman, and you see quite a few of them on Instagram now trying to advertise their OnlyFans page. And what they're doing is they're ordering food at fast food joints, Domino's or wherever, and when the delivery person comes to the door, they're flashing their bodies to them. They're showing them bending over and no clothes on their robe. And some of the videos that are actually opening up the robe and say, hey, we'll tip you, and they're just showing naked bodies there to these delivery drivers. The problem with it, right, is a lot of these people actually come from third world countries. And when you take countries like India and a whole host of countries, not just India, where there's a massive rape culture, it's where these people coming in from these other countries are already committing crimes. We see in Ireland where there is 2 cases before the courts at the moment, where delivery drivers from developing world countries had attacked young girls. And then when you see these people doing this, and what really blew my mind was that some women actually turned around and were saying, well, they should be able to go to the door and do that if they wanted to. They're inside in their own home. Well, no, they shouldn't. Imagine if that was a man, that a woman was delivering food to a house and a man walks up to the door and he flashes her. He would be done and charged with a sex crime for that, and rightly so. But you have women now that are saying, well, it's okay for the woman to do it, but is it okay for the man to do it? I mean, kind of a double standard here. Personally, I think nobody should be able to do it. You shouldn't be, again, making a person feel uncomfortable and flashing your body to them when they're doing their job, delivering food. If anyone thinks that's right, there's something wrong with you. I mean, there really is. And I saw another person there today posted up another similar one of these videos, complaining about it. Was an Irish guy, Michael McCarthy. And Michael McCarthy was saying the same thing. He was saying, this is terrible. And he's right. I mean, he's dead right. What's after happening that people will think that this is some form of entertainment? It's actually not. It's absolutely appalling. And seeing as we're on the topic, right, I've been working on something there with the last week now. I spoke to some people about it, and it's about the sex industry in Ireland and about the problems that's coming with it. If you go online and you do a search for escorts, you can find these foreign women working in Ireland illegally as prostitutes, and their contact number, telephone numbers, everything is all there. What is the Irish government doing about it? Why aren't they having a sting operation and rounding up all these women that are in Ireland working as prostitutes and deporting them all? Why isn't that happening? It's illegal. Plus, there is many cases that a lot of these women are actually being human trafficked by gangs into Ireland to actually do this. But while I was looking at this over the last week and a half, I started to hear other stories. These other stories shocked me. And where these women now, they saw a massive opportunity to blackmail vulnerable old men. So they go to different bars. They're already after staking out these bars, rural bars, and they'll go into the bar and they will hit on one of the customers at the bar. If they get him in a quiet area, they're touching him, they're trying to get him to interact with them. And once they do that, there's another woman taking photographs and videoing the whole lot, and then they end up blackmailing these old, vulnerable people. This seems to be happening all over the country, and it's very disturbing what I'm hearing, coming from many different places, similar stories. A lot of it is affecting old farmers inside in rural bars. And of course, some of the times these old farmers, they're married, whatever, and they're not really performing or not actually taking part in any sexual acts, but the girls are touching them, feeling them, maybe taking out their penis or something like that, someone else taking photographs. And of course, the embarrassment of that, when they receive the photographs, they start being blackmailed. And of course, this is costing them tens of thousands of euros. In some cases there, I've been told that farmers are actually after selling land to try and pay off these people that are extorting money from them. The Irish Farmers Association, I think, is something they want to look into, because these allegations seem to be extremely credible and very, very problematic to say that this is actually happening. There's also, again, allegations that some of the elderly men that were being blackmailed, I don't know how true this is, but they were saying some of them committed suicide. And when you look at the increase in suicides in the agricultural area, small farmers, it is on the increase. Maybe there is something to it, maybe not. But the allegation is certainly there. It is certainly worth looking at. And again, I would call on the Irish government to finally do something, right? You have a country full of prostitutes, Brazilian prostitutes and the likes, coming into Ireland, staying in hotels, some cases staying in IPAS centres, and then working for months and months on end as prostitutes. You saw a prosecution of a lady there a few weeks ago, and it was believed that she made over 700,000 euros in a short period of time, working as an escort, as a prostitute. But again, you know, we need something better than that. Round them up, deport them, forget about court cases, just send them all back to where they came from and ban them from ever returning into the country. Ireland has enough of problems already. We don't need to be importing problems into the country. Clearly, there is something really bad happening in Ireland. And definitely, the Irish government has failed here. When you can go on the internet and you can find a list of every single one of these women, the countries they're from, the different languages they speak, the service they provide, it is all there. And if any person, any citizen can actually find that, why isn't the government clamping down on that, rounding these people up and deporting them for once and for all? Again, what's behind that? Is it corruption? Is it bribery? Is it extortion? What exactly is going on? You know, but one thing is very, very clear. This needs to end. These women need to be deported from Ireland immediately. Thank you.